Today on Mommy Will Fix It, we will be removing a light switch cover and we will be touching up some paint right behind it with a little handy tool I found on Amazon. So let's get started. We're going to just twist this towards the left. It's really easy and simple, but a lot of people don't know that you can do this. So simply, I know a few of my friends that think that they need their husband to unscrew a light switch cover or an outlet cover because it's dangerous. And if you know what you're doing a little bit, it's not dangerous as long as you're not poking your fingers inside the wires behind the outlet. And my hands are covered in paint because we accidentally just spilled a quarter of a paint can all over our paint tarp, and we were rushing to clean it up before nap time was over. So we're just going to remove the cover, and that's what it looks like underneath. And as long as we don't shove our fingers in there, we're okay. So if we come really close, you can see that right here, somehow while I was painting, I missed that little bit, and it's been bothering me every single time that I walk in the room. Okay, so I found this little thing on Amazon. It's called a touch-up cup, and you can write on the label the name of the color and the date, and it says that this lasts up to 7 years to keep paint. Now, I've only had it in here about 2 months, and this is my first time opening it, and I actually just dropped paint all over it. It was actually in our explosion of our paint can that went all over our painter's tarp. Luckily, it didn't go on the carpet, but it went all over this cup. So, okay, so this is the touch-up cup, and all you do is shake it, and there's a little ball inside that mixes the paint, pre-mixes it. So we're going to just open it up. Okay, pause it there. I am an absolute perfectionist, and I don't know why I miss such a simple thing. But I am really happy that I found these little cups because it means that I don't have to open up a paint can every single time that I find an imperfection that I want to fix. And if this had been somewhere else that was not as easy to notice, like right by her light switch, I probably would have just covered it up with like a butterfly, with one of those sticker butterflies. But since it's somewhere that I can see it all the time, I'm just going to touch it up really quick. So I'll put the top back on here. And like I said, just be very careful to put the top on to make sure it's nice and tight, and to wrap it in bubble wrap before you put it away, because the slightest drop and it cracks. Okay, so now that it is dry, I'm going to put my outlet cover back on. I'm just going to take my screws and to put them through the holes once again. And I'm trying to rush because nap time is almost over, and I don't want my little ones to wake up while I'm still painting. So I'm going to line up the holes, which is a little hard to do once the screws are in there, but it's easier than having them fall. I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to just get them started. And at first it might feel like it's not going to find those holes, but I always do, with a little bit of twisting. There we go. And I like to screw them halfway and then go back and tighten them. And this one I'm struggling to find the little slot, but we will find it. Okay, so now that they're in, I'm going to go back and I'm going to make sure, like I said, I'm a very big perfectionist. I'm going to make sure that all of my screws are horizontal just because I like how it looks. And whenever I'm doing a project, I like it to look as complete as it can be so I can feel like I am done that project for the time being. And that's a little too far. So we'll undo it a little bit. And that looks straight to me. And that's how Mommy will fix it.